You awaken from nightmares of flying and falling. You find yourself in this strange place, the only illumination, an eerie green glow. You've lost your weapons and the contents of your backpack somewhere during the journey. All you have are the clothes and armor on your back. This leaves you with 4 burning questions. Where are you? How did you get here? Who brought you here? And how in blazes can you get out of here? No, make that 5 burning questions. What city did your luggage end up in this time? The deteriorated corpse has grown part way into the cave wall. It looks like a torch, but there doesn't appear to be any pitch or other flammable material on it. A brief search reveals a piece of hard grey rock, which you take, and some coins, 3 crowns and 13 kopecks. You find 30 assorted copper and gold coins on the body. You are in a large cave, dimly lit by glowing lichen on the walls. Strange, irregular outcroppings of stone grow from the ground, looking like the skeleton of some enormous beast. Here and there, petrified human bodies seem to grow half in, half out of the floor and walls.
That didn't do anything.
You take the torch. You are in a large cave, dim.
That didn't do it.
You search the desiccated body. The only still usable item is a dagger, which you pick up. However, lying around the bones are some coins, 5 golden coins. Each have a crown stamped onto them, and 13 small copper coins, each stamped 1 kopeck. It seems to be a kind of stone valve, acting as a door to the passageway beyond. Some kind of altar to the Dark One. The top is covered with sand. Torch holders flank the altar to provide light for nameless rites and unspeakable rituals. The valve won't budge. If you had a bit more light, maybe you'll be able to see how to open it.
straighten out your jacket and retie your boots. Appearances count. You trim and clean your fingernails. Neat.
Your attacks have... Your attacks have no effect. It seems to be a kind of stone valve acting as a... You force the sphincter open with your dagger and pass through. You've made it into a large chamber. Stone valves, like the one you just passed through, apparently block 3 other passageways. There is a huge stone altar in the center of the room, and an exit to the south. The rough stone altar is covered with dark stains as of blood long since dried to powder. You feel a creepy, uneasy sensation whenever you pass near it. You're in the heart of the cave. Stone valves close off passageways leading in all directions. In the center of the chamber is a bleak stone altar covered with dark stains.
That didn't do anything.
You're in the heart of the cave. Those scratches on the cave floor look deliberate. They must be a thief mark. You can see the entrance to a large cave at the bottom of the pit. You catch an occasional glimpse of a horrid, multi-tentacled monster just inside the cave. A heavy rope bridge spans the deep chasm. A deep pit fills most of this hallway. The rope bridge spans the narrowest stretch of the chasm. You cautiously test the rope before crossing. It feels as though it's firmly anchored on both ends of the chasm. You just barely made it across the pit. You slip through the mouth of the cave, just in time to avoid being crushed by its closing jaws.
You are alive! Only one person has ever walked away from there before. Who are you? How did you get here? Oh, there are so many questions I want to ask you, but I have to get home quickly. It is so dangerous out at night in Mordavia. The town is due north of here. Be careful, there are many bad things wandering around. Good luck! Oh, by the way, my name is Katrina. I hope we meet again sometime. Farewell.
This symbol looks like a 6-armed starfish, or perhaps like the tentacles of an octopus. You sense a feeling of strange, chaotic power from it. This symbol looks like a mouth with pursed lips. This symbol is a stylized representation of a crossed pair of bones. This is the symbol of blood in the form of a huge carved droplet. This looks like a throbbing heart. This symbol is really abstract. You may have seen it once before, described in an ancient book as the sign of essence, or one's inner nature. The six-pointed symbol seems to pulse with energy and comes loose in your hand when you touch it. You have the feeling that you may need this sign, so you carefully store it in your pack. This tall standing stone has been carved so that the top looks like a squid is perched upon it.
That didn't do anything.
The path is dripping with slimy goo. You're having a hard time maintaining your footing on it. The standing stone feels rock solid. Small hummocks of earth and grass rise out of the seething swamp. The decayed remains of a human arm claw at you as if to drag you down to share its doom. A babbling brook chatters its way through the forest. You've whopped the wyvern. It now lies still like many of its victims before.
You really don't feel well. As a matter of fact, you feel like you're about to die from the poison in your system.
The wyvern has no place to carry treasure. This is one reason why dragon hunting is far more popular.
You really don't feel well. As a matter of fact, you feel like you're about to...
Just past the hill you can see cultivated fields and a walled town.
You really don't feel well. As a matter...
The huge boulder raises a solitary wooden staff high above the clearing.
You really don't feel well.
You'll have to go up to the buildings first.
You! How did you get here? Why are you here? Few strangers come to Mordavia. I am the Burgomeister. It is my job to know everyone and everything that goes on here. This is the town of Mordavia. There is an inn and a shop down the street where you can spend the night or get some supplies and be on your way. The sooner you leave, the better for all. There are many dangers in Mordavia, and we certainly do not need a stranger to stir up new troubles. The shop does not carry much. We have been cut off from supplies for a while now. Still, you may at least restock your food rations before you continue with your travels. There are many strange and dangerous creatures that live in Mordavia. Trust nothing. The gates of this town are closed at sunset. Do not let yourself get caught outside after dark, for few can survive a Mordavian night or remain sane enough to speak of it. Just leave Mordavia quickly. No good comes from outsiders, and we do not want you here. The Hotel Mordavia has rooms and food. It is a safe place to spend the night.
This is the Hotel Mordavia.
You really... As a...
You've entered a small but nicely furnished country inn. Stairs lead up to the guest bedrooms. The floor is covered with sawdust and peanut shells. The barrel contains the few shells that manage to land in it. The innkeeper stares at you with an expression of fear and astonishment. It is several seconds before he speaks.
This is the Hotel Mordavia. Rooms here are 15 kopecks for room and board. Pay for 1 week in advance. Your room will be the first room at the top of the stairs. When you want food in the morning or evening, just sit down over there by the door.
You really don't feel well. As a matter of fact, you feel like you're about to die from the poison in your system.
Pay the innkeeper for your room and board.
Thank you for your payment.